Hi, Mystery Writers. This is Write a Killer Mystery. I'm Zara Altair. Today, let's talk about your setting. First, I want to thank my patrons who support this video series and my writing. It makes a big difference in my life. So, setting in a novel grounds your reader, and without it, your characters are like floating in space. Setting actually acts like another character in your mystery, providing physical clues, but it also creates atmosphere, reveals characters' personal traits, and gives your reader a sense of place. Filmmakers know how important setting is. They scout for the right location for each scene in the film, and you can do the same thing for your story. Every scene in your story takes place somewhere. A busy street in the afternoon, a dark and empty street at night, the protagonist's kitchen, a suspect's office. It's somewhere. And when you plan out the action of a scene, don't forget to plan the location. Author P.D. James believes setting was the spark for a novel. She said, "Something always sparks off a novel, of course. With me, it's always the setting. I think I have a strong response to what I think of as the spirit of place." You may not start with setting for your novel, but you need it in every scene. So how do you scout your locations? Filmmakers hire people to find the perfect location for story scenes, but you can do your own footwork, and footwork is important. If your setting is local, get out with your camera and start collecting images for settings in your story. If friends have the perfect bedroom or kitchen for a scene, be brave with your writing. Ask if you can take photos, because those photos will spark you for the details while you're writing. Ask friends both in real life and online, like social media, for location ideas. Independent filmmakers do this with regularity, so why don't you do it as an author? So also you can research a lot of your settings online. You may not have access, physical access, to a location, but you can search online for images, and this helps you get a clear image in your head so you can create the details in your story. So Google Earth can take you just about anywhere for outdoor settings. And Google Images is a resource for ideas and specific images for both indoor and outdoor settings. You can find images for just about anything. Also, if you want to create a place for a character, you can scour real estate sites like Redfin, because they supply both indoor and outdoor images of a particular property that you can use for a character's home. One caveat, if you find a place that matches your character or a scene, save some of those images, because properties get sold and then they're off the market. So also for public places, hotels have images of rooms as well as lounges, restaurants, bars, along with the details about the amenities, so you can add a lot of detail to your story. Also, another thing that I found is local maps, because it's going to take time for a character to get from one place to another, and you may want to capture the details along the way. So the story and the scenes and your location. Once you have a good idea of the overall setting for your story and know the location of each scene, use details to make your setting part of the story. Rather than long descriptive passages, focus on details, and um, with practice this gets easier. So for example, your protagonist notices 2 or 3 items as he enters a room. One of these items or 2 of these items may be clues. So this is something really important in mystery novels. Characters also react physically to the setting, so let them feel the oppressive heat or shiver uncontrollably on an icy street. Bring that setting alive through your details. You can also use settings to trigger emotional reactions in your characters. So they have a response to where they are. This is another way that you can bring your readers into the story. Setting is just a great tool for keeping your readers aware of where they are, what's going on. And of course, as I mentioned before, you can plant physical clues for your mystery. And also, another thing that you can use settings for is creating obstacles. It may be a trail that's blocked out in the country, or a door that's locked. Anything that obstructs your sleuth's progress can help create tension in your novel. So essentially, details bring the scene alive for your readers. Your readers will empathize with the physical and emotional responses your characters experience. Your focus on the details enriches your reader's sense of place, and the details bring them into this story. Long descriptive passages actually take readers out of the story. So you want to practice breaking up long paragraphs and instead scatter those details throughout the scene. It works much better for your story, and it works much better for your reader. And your reader has a sense of being there in the scene. Your setting will have a stronger impact than a long description. So the details make the difference, because you want to keep your readers in your story. So setting research pays off. It really does. The research you do for your setting adds verisimilitude to your story. And the details emphasize the unique place, not just any kitchen, but that character's kitchen. And setting pulls your reader into the story. And the details make each scene come alive. And so take the time to locate your settings and add specific details. Your readers will appreciate your work. So I just want to mention that Write a Killer Mystery Course has an entire module dedicated to researching and creating setting in your mystery. So have fun with setting, have fun with your research, and write a killer mystery.